Today we will see second year experiment. Name of the experiment is full wave rectifier with PAF filter. Here the aim of the experiment is to design and study full wave rectifier with PAF filter, and the apparatus are as shown. Here this is dimmer stat, which is used to vary alternating current, AC current. Over here scaling is given 0, 20, 40, 60 up to 220, 240 and so on. And with the help of this knob, here there is a mark, and with the help of that we are going to set the particular input AC voltage over here. So this is the input of the, with the help of dimmer we are going to give AC input to our transformer. This is transformer. This transformer has two input lines or two input connections known as primary of the transformer, and over here these black wires, these are secondary of the transformers. Now these are two diodes which are used here, because this is a full wave rectifier, and a pi-type filter means a filter is used in terms of inductance and two capacitors. So these two are capacitors and this is inductance. So with the help of this inductance and capacitor, that is pi-type filter, we are going to measure the output of this circuit. Now this is a rectifier circuit. The meaning of the rectifier is it converts alternating current into direct current with the help of these two diodes. So these two diodes are used to convert the AC into DC. The filter circuit is used to get the pure form of DC, and AC is eliminated from the output, and at the output resistance box is connected load resistance, and the output is the final output, that is voltage, will be measured with the help of this multimeter, DC voltage as well as AC voltage. So here in this particular experiment we are going to measure AC as well as DC, and the circuit consists of, this is circuit diagram which consists of a transformer. This is transformer symbol. 230 volt AC we are going to apply over here. These are two diodes D1 and D2. Center tap is used over here. Transformer's primary of the transformer and secondary of the transformer, and center tap connection is also there. And this is pi-type filter, inductance and two capacitors, then followed by load and another capacitor across which we are going to measure RMS value, that is AC value, and along this, across these capacitors or along this resistance box we are going to measure the DC. Now this experiment is done with the help of two observations. One is the load regulation and other is the line regulation. So this is observation table. In load regulation what we will going to do is we will change the resistance from the resistance box, such as 100, 200, 300 and so on up to infinity, and we are going to record the respective DC voltage as well as AC voltage, and then we will find out the ripple factor which is given by AC output upon DC output. Then in line, and we will draw the graph of this. Another observation table we are going to do is this, which is known as line regulation. Here we will going to change the input AC voltage. With the help of this dimmer we will going to change the input voltage as 20, 30, 40 and so on up to 220, and respective DC output will be measured over here, and AC output also we will going to measure, and again the ripple factor is calculated. Also we will draw two graphs over here. One is for line regulation and other is for load regulation, and we will write down the result in terms of a ripple factor of load regulation and line regulation. So the graph will be AC, this AC on x axis and this DC on y axis, and the first graph will be RL on x axis and DC on y axis. So for load regulation one graph will be there, and for line regulation another graph will be there. So this is how we are going to perform the experiment. Now I will show the circuit is connected in this way. Here I have taken for load line regulation, I have taken the resistance value as 1000 ohm. So it is taken out, 1000 ohm resistance is connected in the circuit, and respective output I am going to measure. So what I will do in line regulation is I will change this line voltage, and so Now right now it is 0, and that's why the voltmeter meter is also showing the value as 0. I will keep this over here so that you can see simultaneously the values also. So I will keep this over here with the help of which it will be visible. Now I am going to change the line regulation, so I will keep it on 20. So the value will be for 20 AC, the value is 0.02, and so on. 40, it is increasing. In steps of 20, we'll take these values 0.4, 0.3, 0.6, and so on. And as you go on increasing, you will get for 220, the value comes out to be 9 volt, which is DC output, which is DC voltage. Now what you have to do is you have to change the multimeter on AC range. So 20 volt AC I have selected, and now we'll shift this knob into this capacitor's point, and we will find out now the AC voltage for respective 20, 30, 40 AC input. So output is AC, input is also AC. So rectification means conversion of AC into DC. We are converting this AC into DC. Initially we have taken DC readings, and now we will see whether it is actually converted all the AC input into DC or not. So output expected is very low since we are measuring AC. So here as you go on increasing this AC line, you will see AC value of output is also there, which is 0.3, 0.4, so which is fractional one, which is very less. So we get 9 volt DC output and only 0.4 or 0.3 AC output at the output. So this means that the circuit is working properly and it is converting AC into DC. And so with the help of these two values, then we'll put these values in this table and we'll find out the ripple factor over here. Then next what you have to do is, again I will shift this into 20 volts. I will keep this fixed on 220. So now the value of the AC input is 220, and with the help of again varying load, now instead of 1000 now I will take out 100 ohms. So when 100 ohm is taken out, we will note down the value of the output over here, 100, 200, and so on. So this is how we are going to change the value, and you will see the output. So it is expected that the output will be remaining constant. For infinity, the value is 12.50. So this is how you have to perform both the observations. Thank you.